The time is now 6:40. We'll call the Parks and Recreation Committee meeting to order. Our Director Justin Scott will discuss resurfacing the pool water feature.
Good evening, thank you. So we bid this process out. This was something that we had budgeted for in the line item. We had $150,000 for pool renovations. And so we bid this out on September 23rd. We received 4 bids. What we did ask for in the bid packet was, it was a recommendation that was made during the mandatory site visit that we bid it as the original colors that we have at the pool. So our tower, our slides, the features, bid it as it is, and then also give an alternate color. What we found out 21 years later that they're saying that the change of color, so our slide towers are yellow. They used to be bright yellow, they're now pale yellow, and then the slide was blue, probably about the color of that shirt, and now it's a very light blue. So they gave us some good feedback on alternate colors, and we bid it that way. We originally, when we started researching and trying to find out what we needed to budget for this, we came up with an $85,000 value for that. As you can see, we ended up receiving 4 bids. Amusement Restoration Company for $39,725, which is the first original color. The alternate was $42,725. DWR came in at $68,400, but he said no matter what, he said I'm just going to bid at one price, and if you guys decide to do an alternate, that's fine. Bainham came in at $84,370, and Safe Slide Restoration came in at $147,260 with an alternate color of $193,506. Again, as I started looking through this, I thought, wow, $39,193. So I thought I'm going to call this Amusement Restoration Company and check some references. So they gave us 8 references. We called 5, ended up getting 3 that I actually spoke to. I spoke to the city of Largo, Florida, the city of Grapevine, Texas, and Pirates Cove Water Park in Inglewood, Colorado. All of them came back, this company's fabulous. They would strongly recommend them. They do high quality work. They educate you on their work. They've had a long relationship with them. Highly recommend them. It just kept going on and on and on. So I come to you tonight with the recommendation of the bid from Amusement Restoration Company for the alternate color, which is $42,725. Because we were told that now the interior of the slide would be white, the exterior would be blue. The reason for white is because you start getting that chalky, faded chlorine residue color on the inside of the slide. It wouldn't show up as much on the interior as if it was white. But then, like our handrails are red, or were red. They're still red, but they recommended doing something like a deep blue. And still maybe offering the slide towers as a yellow. And that would match the small slide that we just did on the opposite side.
And the towel.
And the tile. We did a blue and yellow kind of theme there. So, yes. Again, this company checked out. I called them, called the references, and I was surprised. So.
Does anybody have any questions for Justin?
I'm not on this committee, but when would they actually do this project?
Absolutely. So we knew that timing was an issue. Seemed like if we could get it done this fall, we wanted to get it done this fall. We had kind of put on there on our bid pack that we wanted to see this completed. If it didn't get done this fall, we wanted to see it completed before, by the spring of 2025, meaning the swim team usually starts sometime mid-April. So we wanted this project completed before then, if not done this fall. It seemed like these guys were going to get in there fairly quickly once this had been approved.
And none of the references had anything negative to say?
Absolutely not. And I mean, I called 5 of 8, left voicemails for 2, but I got 3 to call me back, and it was unanimous. Some of them had been working with them for 12 years, So they were always responsive. If you had an issue, you could call them. They were there to fix it.
Does anybody have any questions?
Has this been done since the pool has
No, ma'am.
actually been there? So this is the first
It's the first time. It's
Okay.
exciting.
That's pretty cool.
I'll make a motion that we approve the bid from, lost it, page. Amusement Restoration Company for the alternative color, $42,725.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We'll take that before the full board. Anything else? The meeting is adjourned.
I don't know, I haven't heard from
In
them.
Florida.
That's it, that's right.
They are.
Where are
Forgot to-
they?
I think they're in Mexico Beach. Mexico Beach. So they're probably, they're okay.
I think they're with Tim.
Is Tim in Mexico Beach?
He's in Florida
I
somewhere.
bet he's in Destin.
Close to me. I know. I have a virtual appointment tomorrow. I just saw her last week. She gave me on the third shot. We're gonna try.
at 6:50, we will open a public hearing to hear comments regarding a zoning change from R2 to R5 for 308 North Spring Street. If you wish to address the board, approach the podium, state your name for the record. Hearing no comments, we'll consider this public hearing closed. 6:55, we will open a public hearing to hear comments regarding amendments to the fiscal year 24-25 budget. If you wish to address the board, approach the podium, state your name for the record. Hearing no comments, we'll consider this hearing closed. 7 o'clock, we will call to order this regularly scheduled meeting in the McMinnville City Board of Mayor and Aldermen. The first item on the agenda is roll call.
Sally Brock,
Present.
Deidre Dunlap,
Present.
Stacy Harvey,
Present.
Steve Harvey's absent, Rachel Kirby,
Here.
Carrie Morton,
Here.
Mayor Chastain.
Present. The next item on the agenda is consideration of minutes. Item A is minutes from the September 24th regular session. Item B is minutes from the October 1st special called session. We will consider them concurrently. If there are no requests for additions, corrections, or deletions, I'll entertain a motion to dispense with the reading and approve them as read.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey.
Second.
Second by Miss Sally Brock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item 3 is recognition of visitors. If anyone wishes to address the board, approach the podium and state your name for the record. Hearing none, we'll move to item 4, recognition of employees.
Saturday was Autumn Street Fair Day. You all were able to come out and enjoy it. It was a very hot Autumn Street Fair. I don't have any numbers about visitors, but I just wanted to send a special thanks to our Public Works Department. Chris Arnold and Cody Orrick specifically did a fantastic job helping keep the garbage maintained and under control. Sean Garrett was there all night on Friday night helping us set up, so thanks to his department for helping the logistics team. And then Joey Clark with the EMS, I know he's not a city employee, but having those guys in our fire department here really helped get a lot of people the help they needed when they did get too hot and had to have 3 leave, unfortunately, with some assistance. So I just wanted to say a special thanks to those guys for doing things. Thank you.
Item 5 is communications. Item 5A is a request to approve the downtown trick-or-treat event from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. with road closures from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the 31st.
Everything's in order. It's an annual event. We can get any concerns or complaints from the downtown businesses who are in the application.
Good.
Do we know roughly how many go to that? Because it looks really big.
I don't
What's that?
remember how many.
About Halloween?
Just roughly.
Halloween roughly, just for us, our business, we give out over, for about 1,500 people for candy on that day. Yeah, there's a lot. I have a lot, but yes, there's about 1,500 kids that we give candy to. That's just kids.
In
That's
3
not-
hours?
Yeah, well, actually, we condensed it for a couple, we will have, special needs that morning, but we're not asking for strict closures for that morning. That'll come for about an hour and a half, and then we do candies, the things they can eat, and then sensory toys and stuff for them that they can do. And then after that is the regular trick or treat.
There's
I'll make
no-
the motion to approve the downtown trick or treat from 3 to 6, October 31st.
Have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item 5B is a request to approve annual Small Business Saturday event that includes Flip the Switch on November 30th from 4 to 8 p.m. Again, this is something that's been going on for a number of years.
And this again is just South Forest Square
Yeah,
closure. It's not
it'll just
all
be a
the rest.
partial, just-
Just a partial closure on this one.
Entertain a motion to approve that letter.
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey, a second by Ms. Sally Brock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item 5C is a request to approve the annual Christmas parade on December 14th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. with road closures from 1 to 3. Any questions, comments, concerns on that one?
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion by Ms. Carrie Morton,
Justin.
second by Ms. Sally Brock. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 5D is a request for the approval of second Saturday event, December 14th from 5 to 9. What's this?
So December 7th, I'm sorry, the parade is December 7th. Second Saturday, December will be the 14th. For that, I think. The
Oh.
The parade's on the 7th,
Mhm.
and the second Saturday.
But what are they requesting? Because they do second Saturday every month, and we've never.
It's for Southport Square, just to close.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
Southport Square. What we do is offer, free carriage rides and everything, and
Oh,
they have to have a
okay.
place to
I
load
gotcha, I
and
gotcha, I
unload.
gotcha.
We just ask for the Southport Square
Okay,
zone.
yeah, that's no problem. I'll entertain a motion to approve 5D.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sally Brock.
Second.
Second by Ms. Rachel Kirby. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. And lastly is 5C, a request to place a Santa workshop on the lot. Justin, are we doing the ice skating rink this year?
Yeah.
So will that interfere with,
It won't, so Sean and I kinda had a discussion that we'll have the ice rink where it goes, we'll have our building off to the bank, that side. We'll have bleachers for seating, and then the, Santa's workshop last year was over by the fountain. We're talking about putting it, running it parallel to the Paul Holder building, facing Main Street.
okay.
It's just sitting right there in that corner.
I'll entertain a motion to approve item 5E.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey,
Second.
second by Ms. Deidre Dunlap. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Item 7 is petitions. There are none. Item 8 is unfinished business. Item 8A is discussion on how hotel motel and occupancy tax can support the park theater.
Yeah, so, Mr. Harvey asked, about this at the last meeting, so I did some research and Samantha helped me. For TCA 67-4-1401, tourism is defined as attracting non-residents to visit a particular municipality, encouraging those non-residents to spend money in the municipality, which includes travel related to both leisure and business activities. And tourism development is the acquisition and construction of and financing and retirement of debt for facilities related to tourism. So, the hotel motel and occupancy tax revenue can be used for anything that falls within those two definitions. And we feel like the park theater falls within the definitions that I just read for a certain percentage of their shows. And I do think that, after we get the budget set for this department going forward in future budgets, we can allocate however much you all want from this budget over to the park theater budget. So, yes.
So that's good to know. So we would be any type of, we would just have to separate, I would imagine, any type of nonprofit rentals, just like what we have the adult recovery court. We just have to keep a separate set of books to make sure that the city bears all those, Samantha, am I right? The city bears all those expenses there, and then any advertised functions that are open to the general public, that's all borne by the TDB and the hotel motel short-term rental tax.
I think we can run reports on the tickets sold and
Okay.
generally say, over the past years, X% of people that buy tickets are from outside of 37110, 3858, all the local zip codes. And then say, yeah, we can allocate X% to the park theater.
That's good, I heard you say retired debt as well.
Yeah, that's right.
That was something that I didn't think that we could do. That's even better news, that we can use that to handle the debt, some of the debt service on that too. That's a big deal.
It is.
It is, okay, great, thank you for
Yep.
checking into that, I appreciate it. That's gonna be a little bit more work for you. Okay, all right,
We have
thank you.
good reporting down there, so I know who's coming from where.
All right, great, thank you, that's good news.
Any other unfinished business to come before the board? Item 9 is new business. Any new business for the board?
Mr. Mayor, I do have one thing that doesn't really relate to this agenda tonight, but there is a committee meeting. Samantha, this is, I'm gonna need help from you and Mr. Ming on this. And because, we've got a committee meeting coming up that relates to the water department and water treatment. And so this was something that, I remember way back in the day, that at one point, 53% of all the homes or residential addresses in the city were not owner occupied. So we only had 47% of the residential addresses in the city that were owner occupied. Is there a way that we can get that data and refresh that data? Because I do see in the committee packet that there's going to be a recommended rate increase for that to help cover this debt service. And I think that if we're going to be discussing rate increases in the future to cover that if we can identify multifamily, commercial addresses and things of this nature, that maybe we want to look at that when we set our rate structures going forward. Is that, you waving at me or is that an act? Okay. The mayor's doing this, so I don't know if he's trying to shoo me away or what. But anyway, I would just like to get that out there and to get you guys to get some information, so when that does come to the board, that we have that information available to us, so we can maybe have better conversation around setting rates, because I do think we need to look at the amount of use by multifamily addresses here and the stress that places on our infrastructure when we set rates. Ricky, does that make sense to you? Okay, he's nodding his head yes. So anyway, that's the only new business I had, but it's not current,
Sure.
but it's upcoming.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Item 10 is resolutions. There are none. Item 11 is ordinances. Item 11A is ordinance number 2024-16 to amend section 14-514.5E of the City of McMinnville zoning code and to set the time when this ordinance shall become effective. This is the second and final reading. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Carrie Morton,
Second.
second by Ms. Sally Brock. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 11B is ordinance number 2024-17 to amend the annual budget. Ordinance number 2024-07 for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 24 and ending June 30th, 25, and to set the time when this ordinance shall become effective. This is the second and final reading. Well, this is the first reading of the amendment, right? No, this is
No,
the
we
second
did,
reading.
yeah, we did the other one the
No,
other night, I
it's
think, the special call.
Special call meeting.
My apologies. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I have a motion by Ms. Sally Brock,
Second.
second by Mr. Stacy Harvey. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 10C is ordinance number 2024-18 to change the zoning classification of a property on 308 North Spring Street from R2 medium density residential to R5 residential commercial district, and to express the time when the ordinance becomes effective. This is the first reading.
So with this, that building's been commercial use forever. It's just been zone R2. They kind of use it for different aspects with the church. The request is R5. R5 is in the area, and we just opened a little bit of building. They're selling that particular building, so it might open just a little bit of options. The other zone district in the area is C1. R5 is kind of a little residential or some light commercial. And so we just wanted to switch it for that other building. Planning Commission did make a recommendation for approval.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Stacy Harvey,
Second.
second by Ms. Rachel Kirby. Any further questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap.
Aye.
Stacy Harvey.
Aye.
Rachel Kirby.
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Mayor Chastain.
Aye, motion passes. Item 11 is departmental reports. Does anyone have anything for the board this evening? Mr. Main? No, I don't have anything. All right, if there's nothing further to come before the board, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.